Welcome back, everybody. We're back. We're just starting off the month of October. Well, last time we started it off, but now we're into the 9th. It's a whole week later. What happened last time? Yes. So the month before this was a very interesting month. A lot of things happened, as you can tell by these little pictures on the side. And I'm sure the ghosts got a good view, front row seat of every single one of those events. And last time they attempted to recreate them. Unfortunately, turns out ghosts just pass right through each other. So the only thing they know what to do now is they want to possess two people so that they can physically touch. That's their only option right now, and it looks like they have their eyes set on. I don't have a picture. They have their eyes set on Yuna and Hina. Yuna and Hina don't know this yet. Yuna doesn't know this. I'm sure Yuna is going to be very, very opposed to this, but I'm sure the ghosts will win her over somehow. But until then, well, let's just see how this unfolds. That's gotta be a tough thing to bring up to someone. Hey, could I just, possess your body so that I could, over a week later, and I still haven't managed to change anything about my situation. It's still just as hard to think now as it's been this whole time. Oh, and Yuna still hasn't figured out what she's gonna tell Hina. Wow, it's been so long, too. I'm still keeping Hina waiting, still searching for my answer. Today, like always, we ate breakfast before her morning practice with the same awkward conversations as always, because of me. Hina continues to wait patiently for my answer. She hasn't pressed me or anything. Ha! As soon as I stepped into the hallway after classes, I let out a sigh. I'm pretty sure I was thinking all through classes today, too. I was trying as best as I could to concentrate on the material, but actually, it's like I can't help but lose track if I'm not concentrating. I can't really remember what we just went over. I think I managed to take notes well enough, at least. Hopefully they'll make sense to me when I go over them later at home. Do you have a minute, Tumi-san? While I was waffling over whether I should get something to drink to take my mind off things, I heard Sono-sensei call my name. Oh sure, what is it? Well, I was just curious. You didn't really seem to be paying attention in class. I didn't? Right, my last class was literature, Sono-sensei's class. I can manage to recall that, at least. I guess I really wasn't paying attention. I must have been so out of it that even Sono-sensei noticed. Was I really that bad? I'm sorry. Oh no, that's not it. I didn't want to scold you or anything. Ooh, it's Takoyo-chan. Ugh. Asturigimine-san. When did she get behind Sono-sensei? She pounced out of nowhere. Oh, it's Tumi-chan. What's up? Did Takoyo-chan get something wrong in class again? I haven't gotten anything wrong, and what's again mean? And let me go, and call me sensei. Okay, what's going on though, Tumi-chan? I was spaced out in class, I guess. Spacing out? You? That's what Sono-sensei was. Tumi-san, you're not in trouble or anything, it's just... You seemed a little under the weather, so I was worried about you. Oh, okay. If Sono-sensei says so, she probably means it. I must have really been spaced out. Yeah, Tumi-chan doesn't really seem like the type to float off during class. You do seem kinda down, are you okay? If you need some advice, Takoyo-chan would be happy to give you some. Really get off me already, Tsurugimine. Oh, but Tumi-san, you can talk to me about anything if you need advice. Ah, okay. Advice, huh? Sono-sensei is probably the perfect person to talk to about my current worries. She's a teacher, an adult, and I know that she's in a relationship with Tsurugimine. She would probably understand everything, like Hina being in love with me and my inability to answer her confession. But, even if it doesn't seem like much, Sono-sensei said to be still in Tsurugimine-san's arms, but for some reason I couldn't find the will to open up to her. Because Tsurugimine was with us? That's not it. I just didn't want to ask her for advice right then. Tsurugimine-san and Sono-sensei seem very close, but I know that it took time for their relationship to get that far. After all, Sono-sensei once called Tsurugimine-san's confession a common misunderstanding. I don't think she was wrong to say that. It just means that some people think that way. I thought it was a good attitude to take as an adult. But in the end, Tsurugumine-san realized that her feelings weren't a misunderstanding, and Sona-sensei accepted them too. And now they're in a relationship. Then what about me? What are my feelings? I love Hina, but what is this love? Is it something as straightforward as Tsurugumine-san's feelings? Or is that a true misunderstanding? And what about Hina's words, Hina's feelings for me? Maybe Hina's just misunderstanding the feelings she has for me, since we've been by each other's side for so long. Who can prove that my feelings and Hina's aren't misunderstandings? Could Sona-sensei tell me that? I don't know. What if I told her the same thing as Tsurugumine-san once did? What would Sona-sensei tell me? I'm scared. Scared to hear the words of advice from Sono-sensei would give me. She might tell me that it's not a misunderstanding. I'm scared to hear that. She might tell me that it could be a misunderstanding. I'm scared to hear that too. What should I do? Why does that happen sometimes? Go away. Now, on top of not knowing, I'm scared too. I'm sorry. I can't. To me, I bowed my head, then sped off at a quick pace. I just needed to get some distance from them. Megumi. We haven't been with her in a while. Let's see what the ghosts are plotting. Looks like it didn't work after all. Your plan seems to have failed, Sachi-san. So I thought as I enjoyed the slightly nostalgic flavor spreading through my mouth. The roof. At lunchtime, the three of us sat in our usual bench. Yuna squished between Sachi-san and me. Both of us were sticking right up against her like we'd done on Obon. That way we could share Yuna's senses a little. It's sweet, but it's a little weird. That little crunch when you bite into it, there's something weird about that, but the soft texture after that is exactly as I remember it. The flavor, was it this fruity before? I thought it was more simple sweetness. It is good. Sachi-san's enjoying it, so that's good, but this melon bread we're eating, it's a little different than I remember it. Why is this melon bread all hard on the surface? It's like crunchy. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Huh? I don't think it's weird. Really? Yeah, the crunchy part's the cookie dough. Cookie, huh? So that's what melon bread's like nowadays. Hasn't it always been like that? What? But when I ate it, the whole thing was soft. Really? Well, I guess I don't know what it was like before I was born. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Yuna really pisses me off. She's supposed to be all depressed, yet she finds the time for her snarky little comebacks. If you're gonna complain, I won't eat anymore. Oh no, I want more, Yuna-san. Sachi-san, you haven't forgotten our goal today, have you? We were worried about Yuka-san and Aki-san, but they got away with just a warning. Nobody else seems to be running into any issues either. We haven't found any new couples or anything, so we actually don't have a reason to call Yuna up to the roof today, but the three of us eating melon bread together, like this, is supposed to be for her sake. That's right, it's all Yuna's fault that Sachi-san pressed up all close to her on her other side, because Sachi-san's so worried that she keeps failing to give Hina-chan a reply. It's gotten so bad that we can hardly stand to keep watching. That's why we're doing this now, so that it'll cheer her up a bit, hopefully. We thought that Yuna would be totally out of it, but she's got enough energy to make fun of me at least. The melon bread was Sachi-san's request, since she'd never had it before. She asked Yuna, who went and bought it at the school shop, and now we're eating it together. But sure enough, as soon as the conversation drops, Yuna goes all space cadet. I think her plan has failed, Sachi-san. I do like the name Sachi-san gave it though. Operation You Can Do It, Yuna. Oh my god, they have the worst operation names. And at the same time, they're the best. This is as much as I'll have, okay? I really can't eat 3 whole pieces of melon bread. Yes, just finish this one will be enough. Could you take another bite, please? After she finished the first one, Sachi-san had asked her to eat more. Yeah, Sachi-san is starting to seem like you're the only in this for the melon bread. Though you're cute and wonderful like that too, of course. It really is delicious. The sweet part is all crisp and crunchy, and the bread is so fluffy. So this is what melon tastes like. Huh? Huh? Have I said something strange? What do you mean? Sachi-san? What should I do? Should I tell her the truth? That melon bread doesn't have melon in it? I should tell her, right? Melon bread doesn't actually have melon in it. What? Really? Yes. So this isn't what melon tastes like. Right. Sachi-san looks devastated. But then, why is this called melon bread? Wait, why is it? I'd always just thought of it as bread with that name, but I wonder why. Well, that's because of the cracks on the surface of the cookie sort of look like the husk of a muskmelon. Is that so? So that's why. Wow, I never knew that. Don't sigh. I know it's not because you're making fun of us. I know you're just lost in thought again, but come on, we're trying to cheer you up. So how come we have to feel like you're teasing us? Okay, that's it. Oh yes, thank you, Yuna. Thank you. We aren't done here, though. I'm so pissed, yet Yuna stands up and... I'm sorry, I've got to get going. Says that. Right, really, Yuna-san? Thank you. Nah, see ya. What are you doing hurrying back to the classroom now? Making Sachi-san's care and concern all go to waste. I'll go with and curse you. Yuna-san. Whoa, she stubbed her toe on the door. That looks painful. Yet she leaves all the same. Oh, jeez. Pull yourself together, Yuna. How are you supposed to ask you for help when you're like this? I wonder if Yuna-san is alright. Sachi-san, she's not alright at all. It's up to me to give her peace of mind. A piece of my mind, not peace of mind, a piece of my mind. Megumi would never say something like, give her peace of mind. We got one more day. Unfortunately, this is probably going to have to be a shorter episode. But that should be okay. This coffee is bitter. Well, that's coffee for you. How did I end up buying black coffee? I shouldn't have tried to get something from the vending machine while I was still lost in thought. What should I do? There's still more than half left. I don't really want to throw it out, but I'm not sure if I can finish it either. Not that I don't have more important things to worry about at the moment. Hey, Yuna? Nina? I set aside my dilemma and looked up to find Nina-san standing in front of me, holding a tray. Can I sit here? Sure. It's not that crowded in the cafeteria, but I can't exactly tell a friend to go sit somewhere else, can I? It's not that I want to be alone that badly. Guess I will then. Nina-san took a seat across the table from me. Fried rice was steaming atop her tray. Time for lunch. Now? Lunch period's already more than half over. That's probably why the cafeteria is not too crowded. Yeah, I was taking a nap in my classroom since I didn't really get enough sleep last night. I see. Where are Ishiki-san and Futano-san? I told them to go eat lunch since I wanted to sleep a little more. Look, they're over there. Huh? Nina-san pointed with her spoon a little rudely, and I looked to see them sitting a little ways away. Ah, there they are. Ichiki noticed me and waved. They're having a good time together like always. I just noticed you here and came over. I see. The three of them are together as always, but I guess Nina-san can come over and talk to me by herself now. And it looks like Ichiki-san and Futana-san are having a conversation of their own. Well, Yumi's a little less annoying now. She can control herself a bit more. Uh-huh. I see. Huh? Nina-san was watching me while she ate her fried rice. Her face wore its usual sleepiness, but you do look a little down, or maybe exhausted? Do I? Is that my fire alarm going off? Just a sec. Okay, that's better. Well, it's not like there are bags under your eyes or cheeks are sucking or anything, but yeah. You think so? Exhausted. Is that really how bad I look right now? I know that Nina-san is a lot more perceptive than her sleepy appearance would suggest. She noticed Futanda-san's feelings, after all. It sounds pretty convincing coming from her. Hey, Yuna? Yeah? Anna's worried about you. You get that, right? Nina-san was friends with Anna first, after all. I only sort of became friends with her later. I wonder if Anna told her about me. Anna hasn't really told me anything about you, but... She hasn't? She's just a friend of hers. Wasn't doing well. She hasn't said anything about you since then, which made me think it was still going on. And it looks like I was right. Nina-san really is perceptive. I didn't think Anna would go blab to other people about me or anything, but I guess her silence was just as telling. Am I really so bad that she can't talk to Nina-san about me, or is it keeping quiet Anna's way of being considerate? Well, I don't have the right to tell you to cheer up or anything, and I don't know what's got you down in the first place. But Anna's waiting for you to talk to her. Anna's? Yeah, she said the same thing a little while ago. I just couldn't work up the courage to confide in her. I still can't. This isn't exactly something you could tell other people about. It's not that I don't trust her. Anna knows me and Hina well. But maybe that's why I can't talk to her. I feel like Anna would probably have a hard time giving me advice, too. Anna's actually a pretty good person. You know that, right? I don't know if what you got down is something you can tell her about or not, but, well... Could you put her at ease for me? It's weird when Anna's restless. That's all I wanted to say. Maybe I did something out of character again. I might have caught up Yumi's busy body bug. That's all for me. Can I eat my fried rice? Yeah, go ahead. Nina-san picked up her forgotten spoon and started moving it again. She tossed the rice into her mouth at a good pace. Eating eagerly, she mentioned out of character, so maybe she was also a little embarrassed. And I realize now that I've been worrying all sorts of people. Anno and Sona-sensei Tsurugimi-san the other day, and now Nina-san. I've been trying to deal with it on my own, but I hadn't been hiding it at all. Everyone around me knew. Above all, Hina's the one who's been most considerate when she's still waiting for my answer. Soon, I have to answer her soon. What did you call me here for? After school, an unused classroom in the Hoshiken building. It may be unused normally, but it's kind of a spare classroom when it's needed, so it still has desks and chairs for convenience. It's open after school as a study room, though the first and second year students don't use it much. I entered this classroom after homeroom had ended. Come to the unused classroom on the second floor after school. I'd been called there by a bloody message, and of course there's only one person who could summon me like that. You're late. You were supposed to be here right after classes ended. I had homeroom and cleaning duty. What does she want? I allowed her natural brandy attitude to bait me, becoming a little hostile myself. It was better than spacing out and getting lost in thought anyway. I made sure Megumi was inside and checking out the windows. There was no one. Well, it was the second floor, so that's only natural. Where's Sachi? The roof, maybe? Never mind Sachi right now. It's you I want, Yuna. It's not that often she says something like, never mind Sachi. That's why Sachi-san's not here, I guess. It really must not have anything to do with her. If Megumi told me to come to an unused classroom in the Hoshiken building, is it something she doesn't want Sachi-san to hear? Well, what is it? Really, what does she want? The fact that we're not with Sachi-san on the roof means it's not going to be that someone's in trouble or that they found a new couple or anything like that. I hope we can get this over with quickly. I have things that need to be thinking about. Well, spit it out already. I know, jeez. Listen, Yuna. What is it? How long are you gonna keep thinking about this? Hurry up and answer, Hina-chan. Huh? Why is Megumi telling me this? And why is she using that tone? I don't get it at all. How many weeks do you think it's been? We all know what you're going to tell her, so hurry up and do it already. What? I don't know what I'm going to tell her. That's the problem. Don't act like it's obvious. It is obvious. You just haven't realized it yet. It isn't, so mind your own business. If it were obvious, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. I wouldn't be thinking so hard and worrying everyone around me. I wouldn't be keeping Hina waiting. It isn't my business anyway. I want you to hurry up and answer Hina-chan. It's got nothing to do with you, Megumi. It does. This is my problem, isn't it? I know I can't keep thinking about this forever. I know it has to end at some point. But I don't understand why Megumi is pushing me like this. Because if you don't, Sachi-san and I will never be able to have sex. That's why it's about her, Yuna. What's that supposed to mean? What does Megumi and Sachi-san having sex have to do with me and Hina? I really don't get what Megumi's saying. I'm really excited for when the switch clicks in Yuna's head about why they need that. Sachi-san and I tried to, have our first time again. Huh? But it didn't work. We can't touch each other since we're both ghosts. Oh, when's it gonna happen? When did that happen? Not that I care. But they can't touch each other because they're ghosts, really? I can see how that would be a problem. But what does that have to do with me and Hina? Oh, the light switch, it's halfway on. We finally saw everyone doing it and figured out how it's done, and... everyone? Yumi-san and Satsa and Sono-chan and Kiri-san, Sachi-san saw Megumi, Maki, and Miki. Why did I ask that? And after we failed, we saw Yuka-san and Aki-san, and Matsuri-san and Miyu-san. We learned a lot about it. It's done, but... what on earth are all of you doing at school? That's true, eh? All of those happened at school. It's not fair that we still can't do it just because we're ghosts. Maybe, but... so you need to hurry up and answer Hina-chan. I don't get what this has to do with anything. Because if we possess you and Hina, I can touch Sachi. Oh, she just came right out and say it. And Sachi could touch me. Then we can have sex. Yeah, she's, this is where she figures it out. Do you understand what you're saying, Megumi? It's true that Megumi and Sachi-san can possess me since they're ghosts. They can taste the food I'm tasting and things like that. And if they possess me more, they can even control my body. I know that, but... that's your plan? We made a deal that they won't possess anyone enough to control them. It's scary after all, but... they want to possess Hina and me and have sex with our bodies? That's right. I tried, but I couldn't think of any other way. That's the only way Sachi-san and I can have sex. No, you can't do that. You're going to refuse? Of course I am. If you refuse, I'll curse you for life. Even if you're going to threaten me, I don't want to. I already told you there's no other way. I'll just have to possess you even if you don't want me to, Yuna. Wow, this is turning a little hostile. Don't even joke about that. Why do Hina and I have to do something like that? Because there's no one else we can ask. That's true, but still, I don't want to do it. Ghosts possessing us and using our bodies for sex. I'd never agree, no matter how much you threaten and say you'll curse me. That's what I wanted to say, but... Megumi looked, and she was about to cry. Maybe we can possess people we don't know, but... I don't want to ask anyone, other than you, Yuna. I finally got Sachi-san, and thought Sachi-san and I could be together, but then it didn't work. But we finally found an answer, and it's the only way. I don't want to ask anyone other than you two. Tears flowed from Megumi's eyes, not her usual crocodile tears. I'm sure you just think I'm self-centered and awful, Yuna. Well, I am. I am self-centered, awful person. That's why I'm saying such selfish things. Hurry up and answer Hina-chan for my sake. And lend your bodies to me and Sachi. Megumi said, staring straight at me even while the tears spilled freely from her eyes. If you don't, Sachi and San and I will never be able to have sex. We'll never be together. Sachi-sen's wish was finally granted. She is able to help everyone and learn the things she wanted. So it's not fair, right? Sachi-sen said we should wait until you give Hina-chan her answer. But I can't wait forever. Maybe it'd be different if you'd gotten a confession from some person you didn't know, but this is Hina. I can't stand watching you sit around and hesitate like this. Hurry up and answer her. And grant Sachi-sen's wish. Okay, this is my self-centered, awful request. And if you tell Sachi about this, I'll curse you for real. Got it. That's all I wanted to say. Goodbye. She said her piece and disappeared out of the classroom while I stood there dumbfounded. I think she really did just want to say her selfish thoughts without Sachi-sen knowing about it. That's why she called me to somewhere in the Hoshiken building. She really is awful and self-centered as always. But her feelings are always so direct, aimed directly at Sachi. I think it was back in June, Megumi just dumped what she had to say on me like today. I thought the same thing then, that she was so direct. I was a little frightened by it too. But I'm not anymore. I'm actually jealous of how resolute Megumi is in her feelings. I wonder how it was for Megumi. Did she get stressed at all about falling in love with Sachi? I understand Megumi's feelings and her situation, but I can't just agree to someone like that. Besides, I haven't even answered Hina yet. I'm still not sure what I'll tell her. But I didn't know that something like that had happened between Sachi and Megumi, that they had this new issue. What does she want me to do? If I actually say yes to Hina, then I'll have to think about this too? Jeez, this isn't getting easier. My head's just feeling heavier and heavier. I left the classroom long after Megumi had, my legs heavy. I just wanted to go home. Yuna! Hina. I heard Hina's voice at the main gate, and when I turned around, I saw her running toward me from the entrance hall. Going home? Wanna go home together? Sure. There's no reason for me to turn her down. Our houses are right next to each other, after all. But I can't look right at that bright smile of hers. Flustered, I averted my eyes. What's wrong, Yuna? Well, no, it's nothing. I've seen Hina every day since her confession, and I'm still making her wait for my response. Like when we ate breakfast at dinner together, we still got all our old routines. It's actually rarer that we don't see each other, and it would be so difficult to avoid her even if I wanted to. Even if I'm stressed about her endlessly, I still have to cook for her, and she acts the same as she always has. I'm trying to act as normal as I can too. Emphasis on trying. It's still a little awkward. Yeah. But today, after hearing what I heard from Megumi today, I can't even look at Hina's face. I mean, I might end up, like, having sex with Hina. If we actually started dating, Sachi-sen would probably ask me the same favor Megumi just had. Let the two of them possess us. In other words, lend them our bodies and have sex with Hina. I can't do that. Even thinking I can't do that, I'm still thinking about that. Your face is bright red. What's up? Well, since I'm thinking about it, I almost started picturing it. Sorry, I'm fine. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm not fine, but I don't want Hina to realize that what I'm thinking. That I'm thinking about having sex with her, and when I still haven't even answered her. Do you have a fever? No, that's not it. I'm just, thinking. I almost answered, but it feels kind of embarrassing, pathetic even, to just tell Hina that I'm thinking about something when I'm imagining stuff like this, when I haven't given her an answer yet. Sorry, there's just some stuff going on. I'm really sorry. It's fine, don't worry about it. You're not sick, right? Right. Then it's fine. Hina really is the same as always. She's not bothered that I'm keeping her waiting. It doesn't seem like it. She's still waiting without rushing me. That makes me think that Hina is really strong, and I'm here thinking all this stuff next to her because of Megumi. Yuna, you're red all the way up to your ears. I hurriedly covered my ears, but they could still hear Hina's laughter. You're weird. I glanced over at her and caught sight of her smile. She really looked happy. I only realized then how long it had been since we were able to go home together. Maybe even since she confessed. The setting sun made that smile of hers brighter still, and I couldn't bear to look anymore. I could hide my ears, but I couldn't hide the glow of my cheeks. And we're gonna end it up there. This is going like a fast. I think these last 2 months are gonna go by pretty quickly. So we might be almost done. That's something else, eh? Anyways, next time Yuna is like this close and you can't see the shape I'm making with my fingers, but they're very close together, I can assure you. And that's how close Hina is to telling Hina about how she feels. Maybe next time it'll happen, maybe it won't, who knows, you'll have to wait and find out. Anyways, thanks for watching, let me know if you liked the video, we'll see you next time, and goodbye.